Welcome to the recap of our BI certification program. This recap will be focused primarily on Tableau and we'll just run through the use cases as a recap for anyone who has gone through the entire system. Let's start first with sources. To create a Tableau source, all you need are the corresponding credentials and follow my mouse to define how to get to this point. In most cases, we recommend going for the direct trust authentication, where the secret key and the secret ID is generated by the Tableau admin within your section itself. Alternatively, if you do not have this option, you can, or if you do not want to go ahead with secret key and ID, you can definitely go for default authentication or personal access token authentication, which requires their own specific set of credentials and the added points of web login commands. If you have specific SSO logins or specific two-factor authentication based logins, feel free to get in touch with us as we will provide you the entire command list which you can import directly right here. Of course, if there are specifics, you can try on your end as well, but a simple support ticket to us should net you this corresponding command list file with a very minimal delay. Now going to the exact set of use cases, a Tableau report is pretty much as discussed with other BI reports as well. To create a particular Tableau report, or if you get into specifics, all you have to do is choose your connection first in the sources and then correspondingly choose the exact workspace you would like to work with. So here, as you can see, you'll have access to multiple projects, workbooks and reports within them, and you can choose which exact workbook or report you actually want to look into specifically. Additionally, to pull in data sets within the system, all you have to do is work with worksheets on that front. So here, if there are worksheets present, you can find the data right here. We'll wait for a few seconds for this to load. There we go. We'll find the data for the worksheets right there. And if you want to work with filters, definitely try checking if these filters work inherently. And then correspondingly, you can choose to change the filter settings here just to illustrate that these are filters that you want to work with. And then, of course, if you go to the filter section, you'll see them present right there. You can choose different operators as you see right there, and you can choose to parameterize these operators to a great degree. The parameterization options are present on the left side right there. Whatever I've discussed applies for parameters as well. Like these are Tableau parameters, and at the end of the day, you'll get the results, which will hold these corresponding data sets present right there. All right, now that we've discussed the very first aspect, now let's discuss the other aspects with regards to Tableau, namely the regression and upgrade testing. Once again, the base remains the same, wherein properties, depending on regression or upgrade, you choose either one source or two sources. And the next step is pretty straightforward. You go to that specific report that you would like to work with in a regression format or in upgrade format, select it, choose the state in which you would like to work with. In this case, as you see, these are the set of filters. And if there were additional filters, I would play with the corresponding settings and choose those specific filters. Here, I'll see just a region name as the set of filters defined. And then if I'm working with regression, there's an added step of benchmarking. The reason we benchmark is to give a regression basically a good reference point. So this is what the latest version of the report is going to compare itself against, as opposed to upgrade testing, where you have two distinct reports being compared against each other. And as you see, this is going to take care of everything ranging from textual differences to position based differences or pixel to pixel comparisons. And if to see that, you can go into appearance. The exact color and opacity of this particular marker can be edited in the property section. And finally, if you want to know further details on how long it takes to particularly open a report or see the execution results, click right there, and here you'll see the exact amount of time it takes to actually open a report, apply the filters, and do the other aspects for each and every connection. Very helpful if you're trying to debug and work with performance metrics as well. Finally, with regards to the automation, once again, it's very similar to any other BI source itself. Just work with the Tableau type of connection and define the test you would like to go ahead with. In this case, it would be regression. Work with the reports you would like to work with. You can do mask creation of test cases as you see right there. And of course, if you want to deploy the filters on a specific set of dashboards and reports, you can do that within this option as well. You got a lot more options defining what color you would like to work with and the opacity of that specific color, and of course what the default mode of the comparison would be. And then you can generate these test cases in bulk. The rest of the aspects are similar irrespective of Tableau or Power BI, where you can combine them using pipelines or work with other data sources like Excel, SQL, Hue, Snowflake, Oracle, and all the other sources that we have discussed in the past. So this is basically the Tableau summary.